so we're going to do a quick little review. Today's date is 1/31/22. We're going to do a quick review on distance, speed, and time. Now, what if, like, oh my God, Miss Millie, I lost my triangle, or I'm taking the test and I don't want to use my triangle? You can literally draw the triangle out, right? D over S times T. And you can have the triangle drawn out, and then you just cover up with your finger whatever letter you're solving for, right? Yeah. Of course, you can use the yellow triangle that we've been using. That's perfectly fine. So it's up to you what you would like to do. Now, today we're doing distance, speed, and time again, but with a focus on the units. So the first thing I'm going to be checking are your units. Are you using the right units? That's the key for today. Not the math, but the units. That's what I'm focusing today. All right, so my first question for review, the airplane, we're going to do 3 problems in our notebook. The airplane traveled at an average speed of 565 miles per hour for 6 hours. How far did it travel? Question mark. Okay, so the first job for you is to copy this down. All right, focus, copy that. Okay, what am I solving for? Distance. How do you know it's distance? How far? How far did it travel? How far? When you read the word far, that means distance. Okay? So, I don't know how to solve for distance. I use my triangle, and what letter do I cover up? The D. And what am I left with? Speed times time. So literally cover up the letter D with your finger. S times T. S times T. Okay? What is my speed? 565 miles per hour. Please write the units. There's a reason. It's going to make your life easier in 2 minutes. Times, what's my time? 6 hours. Please write the units. So now you're going to multiply. Some of you are multiplying faster than others. 565 times 6. So do that on your paper while I come back. We got to write faster, 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 faster. Are you going to use calculator? For some problems you will. This one you should be able to multiply. It's good practice to multiply.
0, 3, 10. What's 6 times 6? 36.
What are your units? How far? Can a ruler tell us miles per hour? Nope. So what are my units?
Miles.
Here's how you're going to tell. So what's my numerical answer?
3,290.
Okay. If you write this down like this, I'm done. You're going to get a 0. If you just write this, you're going to get a 0. I need the units. So today we're focusing on what are my units. Here's how you tell. You know how I made you write this down? Okay. If there's a word that repeats, you're going to cross it out. So what word repeats in this unit and this unit? Hours. The H. Okay? What word doesn't repeat? The times in the this kind of crosses out. What's left over? Miles. That's your units. So if the words repeat, don't use them. So you see how it's hours, hours? Don't use hours. They eliminate. They're like, they go together, go into fantasy land. What word did I not use? Miles. So it's 3,399. Well, 3,390 miles. my units, miles. Okay, let's do another one. This might not make sense to you until I think the next example. All right, let's write this down. You walked. Hold on. Let me make sure the math is correct. 676 inches in 4 minutes. How fast were you walking? Okay, so write the problem down. We should all be writing the word problem. Can you use these word problems for your homework tonight? Yes, they could definitely help you understand what to do. All right, so what am I solving for? Speed. Yes. How fast? So speed is equal to what? Distance divided by time, right? And that's because I covered up the S, and I'm left with distance over time. Cool. Okay, what's my distance?
676.
Yes. Make sure you write inches, please. There's a reason. It's going to help you later. What's my time?
4 minutes.
Write that all down. 4 minutes. Okay, so the first thing is we got to do the math. So 676 divided by 4. 676 divided by 4. Try it out. Try out this long division. It's not going to end in the decimal. It's going to be nice, a nice number. How many times does 4 go into 6?
1.
Put the 1. 4 times 1?
4.
4. Remainder? 2. Bring down the 7. How many times does 4 go into 27? 6. What's 6 times 24? 24. Remainder? 3. Okay, continue. While I do something else. Yep. All right. So that gives you remainder 3. Bring down the 6. How many times? 4 goes in 36? 9. So my speed is equal to 169 what? Did any of these words repeat? No. So can I cross out anything? No. So guess what? These are my units that I use. Inches per minute. Inches per minute. The line means per. So is there any words that repeat? No. So you literally write inches per minute. These are your units. We don't just make them up. They literally come from your work. Inches per minute. If the word does not repeat, you write it down. Okay? Yeah. The more you do this, because some kids are like, oh, I don't want to write that, Miss O'Malley. I'll just do this. And it's like, yeah, but then you guys struggle when it comes to your units. You're like, I don't know what the units are. So that extra 2 seconds of writing inches and minutes will help you find your answer like that. Are we okay? Uno más. One more example. Yeah. The dog walked 842 feet at an average speed of 20 feet per minute. How long did it take? What are we solving for?
Distance.
No.
Oh wait, no. Time.
Speed. I mean,
It's just how long.
How long? So which one's the one that says how
Oh,
long?
Time.
Time. Remember, that's the one that's tricky. Everyone messes this one up. That's why when we did time way back when, I wrote quotation marks how long. Kids think it's a distance, but how long is actually a time. Okay? And this is the one that gets kids confused a lot. Okay, so how long, that is time. How do I solve for time? Distance divided by speed. All right, so what is my distance? With units.
842 feet.
842 feet. Divided by, what's my speed? 20 what? You need the units. Feet per minute. Miss Amelia, I'm too lazy to write that down. Yeah, you not writing this down is going to affect you later when it comes to the units. What's the number one thing your teacher's going to be grading? The units. Okay, before we do the math, look at your units. What word repeats? Feet. So that's the words I'm going to cross out. The division bar crosses out with the per. So what's left over? That's your units, minutes.
Oh, that's. Oh.
If the word repeats, cross it out. What word didn't repeat? Minutes. That is my answer, minutes. Okay, now let's divide. 842 divided by 20. Does 20 go into 8? Does 20 go into 84? How many times? 4. The 4 goes on top of the 4. If you put it somewhere else, you get a wrong answer. I put that 0 on purpose to show you like it doesn't go into 8, it goes into 84. 4 times 20? 80. Remainder 4. Bring down the 2. 20 goes into 42.
2 times.
2 times. Focus. We're not focusing. Write this down. The 2 goes on top of the 2. That gives me 40. Remainder 2. What next? The 4. Decimal. Add a 0. Bring it down. Don't forget this decimal. Okay? How many times does 20 go into 20? 1. Notice my remainder was 2, but I didn't write a 2 up here, right? You got to add a decimal, a 0, bring it down, you have 20. So 20 goes into 21 time. So what's my time equal to? 42.1 minutes. So it took the dog 42 minutes, about 42 minutes to travel 842 feet. So to travel 842 of these. It's pretty slow. It'd be my dog because he'll take a break and then he'll sit because this is pretty slow. He goes 20 feet per minute. So 20 feet's about from here to the board. So it took him 1 minute to go from here to there. What? That's my dog because he'll be like. You know his dog? Yeah, he's always watching us with the attitude.
Oh.
Like some of you do. All right. Today it's most about the units, okay? We're going to focus on the units. Okay, I'm going to pass out this worksheet. What's wrong, Brian? What do you need from Pedro? He's good. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. He's like 55 pounds. He's short. All right. Whew. Feel free to use your triangle for these. Okay? At the end of the period, You're going to be turning a picture front and back. Number 3 and 4, you can use a calculator for numbers 3 and number 4. I do believe the rest of them are fine for you to do just the real math. Like, it's not terrible on the math. 3 and 4 are a little bit, I'll use a calculator. Does that mean you're not showing me work? No, you are. Okay, number 1, let's do number 1 together. Show you the expectation of this worksheet. A basketball court is about 90 feet long. If it takes a person 15 seconds to run its length, how fast were they running? What are we solving for? We're solving for speed. Okay, speed. So which one's my distance?
Distance and
Okay, so speed is equal to distance over time. Now I'm asking you what number represents my distance.
90.
So this is my distance. And what is my time? 15 seconds. So this is my time. Because one of the problems, my students switch the numbers. So it's important to make sure you select which one's my distance, what's my time. Okay, distance is 90 feet, and I'm not gonna, I'm gonna take the time to write the units. Divided by time is 15 what? Seconds. Do any of these words repeat? No, so you're gonna use them all in your units. Okay, what's 90 divided by 15? Good. 15 plus 15 is 30. 15 plus 15 is 30. 15 plus 15 is 30. What's 30 plus 30 plus 30? 90. Oh, so how many 15s are there in 90? 6. So 90 divided by 15, like Pedro said, is 6. 6 what? Feet per second. Feet per second. Feet per second. So we use all of this. None of it repeated, so we use them all. Does that make sense? I want you to focus today on the units. Am I using the correct units? Take your time to show the correct units. Number 2, what are we solving for? Distance. Far is distance. All right, keep working.